to Jim will Shave. Welcome to the midweek shave. No, there was no weekend shave this weekend. As you can see from the old stubble here, I put a bit on. Reason for that is with work pattern. I've just done some dreadful shifts. I've had minimum time off between shifts, so I hardly had enough time to shower and sleep, let alone shave. So it's coming down today, but I do have a new soap in the den. In fact, I have 4 new soaps in the den. And this is the brand new release from Taylor's of Old Bond Street. Shaving, say this is a twister. Shaving shop shaving cream. Say it fast. See how many times you can say shaving shop shaving cream, shaving shop shaving cream. You get what I mean. But for some reason I was calling it a barber shop. It is a barber shop censorship. It's citrusy, bit of woodsy. It's quite nice. Not a lot of sense to it. It's a woodsy, citrusy, bergamot, and it blends into patchouli. And TOBS say it's a masculine scent. And yeah, it is. That's what I call a barbershop. It's really nice. There's the pour. Typical. Look. I'm everywhere here. I just dropped my bloody lid. Yeah, typical consistency for TOBS. Nice soft cream. I'm going to be lathering that with my, which is not soaking, even though there's no need, Yaki Atlantis. Razor for today. Now you haven't seen it for a while. It's going to be the Razorine Prem, the Razorine Premium. So I've got a lot of growth on there, as you can see, and this really does the business. It doesn't muck around. Just dry the hands because I'm about to load the blade. Okay, blade for today is the Shark, and it's going to be on its first use. So sharp blade and a very, very aggressive shaver. Okay, to load the Premium. Last time you saw this, it was featured on a new model which will be released very, very shortly. Just release that nut there, the knob, as we like to call it in Razorine circles, undo the knob from the stem. Now, if you do ever get a Razorine and you find you can't take to it, you can actually cut this handle off here, and that screw there will take a DE handle. So you'd make yourself a very efficient DE if you didn't like shaving that way. So there's the top of the base plate, and there's the base of the top plate. Quite easy, self-explanatory. Just drop the blade onto that base plate. Like so. We all know how to load blades, don't we? And fix it together. As simple as that. So, Razorine, made in Italy. Don't know if you can make that out. Brass, chrome plated. Does also come in brass. Don't know if you can see the blade exposure there, and which blade's actually showing. No good with a dull blade, this shaver. Okay, so let's get down to business, eh? Let's lather up the TOBS. It's very soft. It's actually dropping off the finger. So just put that in there. Make sure I've got enough, as it's a video. I don't want to really go back to the bowl if I don't have to. It's a masculine scent. Really nice. That's what I'd call a barbershop. I know we all have our various meanings of barbershop, but yeah, this really does put me in mind of barbershop. Scent strength to me. Now it's now I'm lathering, I'll say 6.5. Bergamot seems to be coming to the fore. I'm not quite getting the patchouli yet, so if you're not a patchouli fan, don't worry about there being patchouli in this, because it's not coming to the fore as yet. Yeah, very good old lathering in my Chinese soup bowl. Couple of quid, You can pay £60 odd for a lava and roll if you want to, but you don't need to. It's rest of shaving cream. Just going to add such more water to this. Find if you don't add enough water to the TOBS, and I suppose it's the same with any cream really, or soap, you will suffer slickness wise. There we go. Nice shine on there. Nice. That really is a nice barbershop scent. Bergamot, woodsy, patchouli. Right, wet the face, get lathered up. There's some really, I've just shaved the head because so I obviously couldn't shave my head, I didn't. Well, I didn't have time for my face, I certainly didn't have time for the head. So the scalp feels great now, but oh, I felt so itchy and uncomfortable today. But this is my earliest finish. I worked all weekend. 14.5 hour one day, 14.5 hours the next day, over 11 hours yesterday. Okay, get the violins out. But today, I started at 7 AM, finished at 5. So it's been my shortest shift this week. Okay, let's get this lovely, I love putting the TOBS on. That's a really nice barbershop scent. I haven't seen any other YouTubers' views of this cream. I don't know if anybody has done it actually. Maybe I'm the first. That would be nice. Yeah, and just keep rubbing this gorgeous stuff on. I mean, we all know the performance of TOBS. We all know the consistency. The name for it speaks for itself. It's been on a long time. TOBS, of course, means tailors of Old Bond Street in our capital city of London. Right, I'm going to go with this. Tastes not bad. Okay, never seen the Razorine before. Hold it like an hammer. Keep your hands dry. And shave with your knob out. You must always shave with your knob out. So keep your knob out at all times. Now I've got 2 mirrors here to look at. Place it to the skin flat, just roll it slightly. Just to get the first cutting angle. That feels so nice. Lots of gunk coming off. Lots of gunk coming off. Make sure you keep the lava off the handle. Sorry if I'm looking away, but I've only got a small mirror in front of me. I've got a larger magnifying mirror here. You don't want to muck around with this. It needs to be very delicate. But that said, it really is an enjoyable razor to use. It only takes a few shaves to master it. It's not difficult really. I've actually shaved the head with it. Now it may look as though I'm straight razor shaving, but I'm not. It's in a class of its own, this thing. It does have a safety bar. To give you some protection. That said, in the wrong hands or inexperienced hands, sharp blade's a good blade for this. know one blade I wouldn't like to try it, and that's the PAA Stranglers. Listen to that feedback. How's your week been so far, guys? It's been a bit of a sad week for people in my profession. A former colleague, coach driver, but if you live on the other side of the Atlantic, tour bus driver, he was on his way back from France from a ski job. Got to UK, stayed in London. For his statutory legal time, to make sure he complied with European rules and regulation regarding driving hours. He was heading home up the M1 motorway or highway to you guys over the States, and there was a 29-year-old woman on the motorway, drunk, 4 times over the limit. I just caught myself there, I did. And she caused an accident, and to cut a long story short, he was killed instantly. Slickness is good. That's just what I'm shaving on there. Yeah, so sadly, he was killed instantly. I was friends with him on Facebook. To make matters worse, following morning, I goes onto Facebook, and you know, Facebook reminds you of friends who've got birthdays. It was only his birthday that day, so he was killed the day before his birthday, all down to a drink driver. The Razorine, I say, it's a really fun razor to shave with. It takes a little knack, not a great knack. If anyone can, if I can learn it, anyone can. But very light touches. You have to go a lot more carefully than you would with a regular DE. I think I just took a little head off a spot there or something, nothing serious. I ain't gonna cry about it. Okay, so across the grain with this bad boy. Of the Razorines, say there's a third one just coming onto the market. This is the most aggressive. As you can see, I'm going gingerly. Wow. cracking job on the old chin. Yeah, a little Japanese flag there, so I did catch a little spot. Thought I felt something. Doesn't count. It's a spot. And just check out the residual slickness here. And there's enough. You do what you use on a D, remember using a DE blade. And a tool which is somewhat more aggressive than a DE. Got another little spot. You find that you haven't shaved for a few days, you get little tiny spots appearing. Just me then. Lovely so far. Rinse that. And proceed with the downward strokes on the neck. Should have brought me Allen. Lovely. Just going to go to some cold water here, fellas. Won't be a second. Made it look worse. Okay, we shall crack on. It is a Razorine I'm using after all. Now this lava doesn't usually come in pink, I do have to say. Spiffing. Right against the grain. That blade is doing very well against the grain. On the moustache there. But you know, with a straight you'd normally be stretching. Not really that much need. Not really that much need with the Razorine, because I say you're shaving with a DE blade, and there's nothing sharper than a DE blade, so not as much stretching required as you would do with an offering to the shaving gods there, Chris Bedwell. Oh, good. I was going to say, the weeper's stopping. It's not a weeper, it's a decap. What's this? Direct pressure. Aye. Now, to go across the grain, it is tricky on the neck. But with practice, you'll manage it. I want that weeper to stop before the shave stops. That way, I'll deem it successful. A successful shave. Well, what's a weeper? Right, just gonna have the wet rinse. Now, just gonna spread the alum around. Spread the alum around. Who's he? Who's he when he's alum? A little bit of a sting. Not much, just a little. So. Well, that's not bad. But probably more sting than I would get with a DE. Especially on the neck here. So it goes lots of blade show on the Razorine. I shouldn't really talk when I'm putting alum on because it don't taste nice. Lovely. Oh, just dry the alum off before I continue. Always dry your alum off, otherwise it'll degrade. Just pop it back in its little bag here, and I'll just rinse this gunk off. Be right back. Cut off, you know, I find one of the best ways of stopping a weeper, well, as we all know, we've all done first aid, obviously it's direct pressure, but you can't beat the little bit of tissue stuck to the weeper, can you? Okay, so that's a PBS shave. As always with TOBS, skin feels great. As you saw, I shaved a heck of a lot of growth off there in no time at all. Probably quicker than a DE would do it. That's completely BBS, and I really love using that Razorine. Okay, afters, as I'm using a barbershop scent. Come on, stocky swine. Well, it wouldn't be Jimbo shavers if there wasn't a spot of blood, would there? That feels nice. Just a slight tingle. Neck feels great. Nothing on the neck. No irritations. Just that one little decap spot. It's a decap spot. It doesn't count. And there we go. I really needed that shave, like I really did. Okay, so we'll just go through the usual gubbins. So for today was the brand new release from Taylors of Old Bond Street, Shaving Shop Shaving Cream. Shaving Shop Shaving Cream, Shaving Shop Shaving Cream, Shaving Shop Shaving Cream. Just rubbing that blood away. That was all overed up with my Yaki Atlantis in my Chinese soup bowl. The blade for today was the shark on its first use. Hang on a moment. Works just as good as anything. On its first use, the razor today was the Razorine, made in Italy, brass, chrome plated. This is the Razorine Prem, the most aggressive of the three. That was all rounded off with the Williams Aqua Velvet. Yeah, but if you've been eyeing this new shaving soap from TOBS, I'd recommend it. It's a really, really nice pleasing scent, masculine barbershop scent. The citrus comes to the fore for me. The patchouli, I don't think I really picked that up, but cracking barbershop scent completely. So I'll take that off now. That'll do, that'll do. Into the toilet with you. Okay, so that's it. Thanks very much for joining me on this midweek shave. That's not going to stop. I'm going to sign off with a bloody lip, but I don't care. Of course, I've showed you the shaving cream. That's what this was all about. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your subscriptions, views, likes. Much appreciated. I appreciate you all. Take care now, and I'll see you further down the line. Bye-bye.